Hey guys, Cha-Chan here, and welcome to Taxidermy Talk number 3, and in this video I thought I would talk about cleaning skeletons and some other stuff, so yeah, I'll just start talking about it I guess. Anyway, so last weekend I did my first cleaning a skeleton with boiling. Before that I had only done maceration, and I'm pretty new to the whole taxidermy thing, so I have a lot to learn and a lot to improve on, especially when stuffing animals. Like, honestly, my taxidermy is terrible right now. I just did a rabbit over yesterday. I was about to say over the weekend. It is the weekend, right now at least. But yeah, yesterday I stuffed my first rabbit, but the week before that I boiled my first rabbit skeleton. First rabbit, but more like second rabbit I'd skinned. Oh, I should mention these were bought from, they're like snake food rabbits. They were dead, frozen. I did not kill any rabbits, don't worry. I have never killed an animal except spiders. Do they count? I mean, you know, no one really wants to see spiders running about. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Boiling a skeleton. So, I had some really mixed feelings about this, since I'd heard some bad things about boiling, but honestly I think the good things outweigh the bad things, and I can't even think of what the bad things were, so you know. But yeah, boiling is really good compared to maceration. I mean, there are some things which you could debate on, but I'm just going to focus on the good things here. So, boiling is really fast compared to maceration. Maceration takes months. If you live in a cold place like England, it could take years, to be honest. Depends how well you deflesh your animal and all that stuff. But yeah, boiling, you can get it done in a day, like less than a day. It's great. I will say that I did not boil my rabbit for long enough. I really should have left it in for, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. I put it in for like 30 or 40 minutes and then took it out, and it was not done properly. The flesh wasn't coming off properly, so I put it back in for another like half an hour, 40 minutes again, and it was a bit better. I still think I should have just left it in there for like a solid hour and a half or something, but yeah. I was kind of rushing, to be honest, because I was doing that on the day Eurovision was on, so I didn't want to miss it. So yeah, don't rush boiling a skeleton. It's not fun. But yeah, right now the skeleton is clean, and it had a little bit of like flesh left on it, so I just went, I'm just gonna mummify that or dry it, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, right now that's just drying in a box with some borax, and yeah, it should be fine. But yeah, really you need to boil that skeleton for a lot longer, depending on how well you deflesh. I defleshed as much as I could. Well, I think I could have maybe got a little bit more off, but I was getting a bit fed up. I was like, I'll just boil it, it'll be fine. But yeah. So, oh, I also want to mention, don't power wash delicate skulls. Just don't. I accidentally broke part of my rabbit skull when I was power washing it. You power wash like all the dead flesh? the remaining flesh. I mean, technically, yeah, it's dead rabbit, but you know what I mean. You power wash all the remaining flesh off with the power washer, yep. And, yeah. Okay, I'm kind of losing what I was saying. But yeah, I did accidentally break my rabbit skull, like, what do you call the bit, like, on the nose? I can't think of the name for it, but I broke that bit off, so I'll have to glue that back on. So yeah, power wash the back of the skull. Unless it's like something really delicate, like a tiny bird, I do not recommend power washing that, unless you've got like, unless you know your power washer. It's not my power washer that I use, it's my dad's friend's power washer, so, you know, but yeah. Don't power wash a delicate skull, it doesn't end well. What else should I say about boiling? Oh, laundry liquid. I put a bit of laundry liquid in to help, like, I've heard it helps get the flesh off the bones, but since I didn't boil my rabbit for long enough, I don't know if it really works, so, you know. But I will say, I think that makes it smell 10 times worse, because, I mean, it's bound to smell bad anyway, since, you know, you're boiling. Well, I don't know, maybe it was because I actually left the skinned rabbit out for a day, outside in a box. I left it outside, because the day I skinned it, I was rushing. I had like 2 hours to skin this rabbit before I went out. I was going to see Infinity War, so I was really excited. I had to rush. Oh, I actually filmed the process of skinning it, so there's a link in the description to that. So if you want to see a time-lapse of me skinning a rabbit, feel free to check that out. But don't watch it if you're squeamish, because, you know, it's pretty gory. But yeah, I was rushing, so I skinned it, and I finished the video, and then I put the rabbit's like skinned body outside in a bag in a box, and I did it the day after that. So yeah, maybe it started to smell a bit, but I don't think the laundry liquid mixed with that really helped. It just smelled horrific. But then again, maceration smells bad as well, so you know. Anyway, I think I've rambled quite a bit about that. But yeah, boiling, it's really good. You still have to whiten the bones, well, if you want to whiten them. And it doesn't degrease, you still have to use like hydrogen peroxide or whatever other chemical you decide to use. I think, what do you call it? Dish soap. Yeah, I think that's a good degreaser. But yeah, so boiling, much faster than maceration, and gets pretty good results. Although I've heard that they're not good for scientific skeletons, but whatever. It's good for if you're just a taxidermist for fun like me. Yeah, okay. What else was I going to say? Hydrogen peroxide. That's another thing that I've done for the first time. So, I ordered some hydrogen peroxide and it got lost in the post. Well, not lost exactly, it got damaged, so it was stored in a warehouse for like a week before we contacted them. They're like, hey, where's my package? And they sent out another one, but it leaked again in the post. It leaked, and it was leaking through the box. Like, you don't want hydrogen peroxide to leak. It's not good. It can like cause some serious damage, like burns and eye damage, lung damage, you name it, it can probably do it. So yeah, it really was not good that it leaked. Fortunately, I don't think anything bad has happened yet. We disposed of all the like bubble wrap and plastic bags in the box that had been leaked into. Like, there was a puddle of hydrogen peroxide in the box. It was not good. So I just poured that into a container because I was whitening a skull that day anyway. Well, I thought I may as well do it since I got the peroxide. But yeah, I ordered 11%, and I think that was a big mistake because I did not realise just how strong 11% is. I ordered food grade as well. Like, I chose a really strong chemical for my first time using hydrogen peroxide. So yeah. If you ever use hydrogen peroxide, please wear gloves, face protection, eye protection. Just be careful. It's not a safe chemical to use. So yeah, I wore my gloves and my mask, and I didn't have any goggles, so I wore sunglasses. So yeah, I accidentally got some on the stone ground, like the paving in my backyard. And it was fizzing. The stone was fizzing. It's like a little bit of smoke rising up from it. So yeah, I did not realise how strong this chemical was. But I guess that is good, because it means that I'll be able to use less of it and water it down. And because I use less of it, it'll last me a lot longer. So yeah. I was whitening a cow skull, and I think I need to put a bit more hydrogen peroxide in, because I don't think it's quite working as much as I'd like it to. But yeah, it's a really big cow skull, I'm really excited. But yeah, hydrogen peroxide. Order 3% if you're gonna order food grade. Do not buy 11% unless you know what you're doing. I do not know what I'm doing. I'm just kinda winging it. So yeah, please don't order 11% hydrogen peroxide unless you are a professional, which I am not. Okay, what else do I need to talk about? Well, don't need to talk about. What else would I like to talk about? Rabbit. I'm looking at it right now. So I stuffed my first rabbit, and honestly, I think it's my best taxidermy yet. I'm a beginner. I'm a total beginner, and I've only done mice up until now, and all 3 of my mice look horrific. I think my first one turned out kind of cute. He's a bit lumpy, but overall I think it's really cute. His eyes are not actual glass eyes, they're just pins that I painted black. You know, those dressmaking pins with the little coloured ball on the end. I painted them black and stuck them in. And I didn't set them in properly, so he looks like he's got bulging eyes. Yeah, it's cute, but it's a bit not brilliant taxidermy. My second mouse turned out even more horrific, and my third one, not quite as horrific, but it doesn't have any eyes. My second one I used proper eyes for though, but I didn't really set them in very well, and he's got a really lumpy face. But this rabbit, I think she turned out really cute. I didn't use proper glass eyes again, but I did buy some buttons, like domed buttons, that were the perfect size, and you wouldn't know the difference unless you looked at really closely and felt the eye, I guess. But overall I think it turned out really cute. I think her head's just a little bit off, but since I'm a beginner, you know, whatever. Her body could use a lot more work as well. It's just lacking in all the stuff that taxidermy should have. Does that make any sense? I don't know if I was really making any sense there. I will say my biggest failure with this rabbit was the legs. I just didn't have any polystyrene. Well, I had a bit that I used for her head, and then I didn't have any for the body, so I filled her body with bubble wrap, like that big chunky bubble wrap, and it's filled her, so you know, but her legs are just floppy. Well, they aren't floppy now, but they were when she was still drying. She's still drying right now, but when I'd first done her, she was so floppy, it was quite funny. Anyway, I think her face turned out really cute though. Right now she's kind of pinned, so she looks a bit creepy with all the pins in her, but you know. Yeah, I can't wait to post photos of her though. I'm kind of worried about her feet though, because I didn't skin them properly. When you're skinning a rabbit, you're supposed to get the feet down to the last knuckle and then cut them. I did not do that. I did not do that at all. Her full foot is still in that foot. Yeah. But hopefully it should be fine. I've covered it in borax, and I guess all we can do is wait. Anyway, yeah, I think we're nearing the end of the video. We've got 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes left. So yeah. What can I talk about for another minute? Oh, the importance of pinning a taxidermy animal face. Honestly, I really regret not pinning my mice faces, because yeah, they turn out really creepy and really disturbing. With mice, I've seen some people leave the front teeth in. I did not do that, and I did not pin the face shut, so they all have these open mouths and it's terrifying. But yeah, if you're gonna do a taxidermy, make sure you pin that face down so it dries in a nice position, because otherwise it's gonna look terrifying. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a real-time sketch of my original character Lavender, who's a plague doctor. You've seen him before. I did mess up on the eyes. I used a silver pen instead of a glitter pen, but whatever. Anyway, links to all my social media are in the description. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and bye!